Hey guys, this is Craig, otherwise known as Formula 93. I designed the sticker set for Transformers Prime Knockout. So, hopefully I'm going to teach you at least how I would put these on. It's really up to you, but these are going to be difficult. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's some curves here and through here that are going to give you some trouble, but hopefully with my help, you should be able to get them on. Here's the set. I don't know how well you can see that, but you got your staff, your feet, your legs, your hands, your rear bumper, your shins, lots of stuff here in the blacks, mostly windows and some knees, crotch, some license plates. Then you've got your other set, which is the big difference. This is your vehicle side. It goes from the dark red to the white. And it's got the sort of tribal pattern and the detail on the bottom. And this is what's going to be the hardest. The other stuff's pretty simple. The hardest would probably be the feet, maybe the thighs. Other than that, it's straightforward. I'm not going to show everything because most of it, like I said, is pretty easy. Here's what the staff is going to look like. I don't know how well you can make that out, but I mean, it makes a difference. Okay, when I do this, I'm usually start at the back, work my way forward. I wrap cars for a living, and that's how I do those, and it just kind of stuck with me. I use an X-Acto. Try not to touch the adhesive on these stickers ever, if at all possible. I use the X-Acto to get them in place and then push them down with my finger or a handy Q-tip, which I have some over here. All right, here we go. I'm going to start on the passenger side just because, no reason. Sometimes the hardest part is getting these off of the sheet. I usually use the X-Acto blade. And pardon me if I get off camera. This is my very first video, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. What I do here is I'm going to line up. Basically, you want to line up the part with the biggest surface area first. And this is Oracal vinyl, so it's going to stretch and conform. You can kind of force it to go where you want. See here, I just push it down. See, I'm too far back there, so I got to lift it up and come back forward. It's probably just going to be best to follow the wheel well. There we go. Kind of stick it down with your thumb. Then you can come down here, kind of pull that down to where it needs to go, and just kind of use your thumb to press it down. Then I just push it up. Just follow the curve. Don't stick here and then stick up on top and then try and work the middle down. It's not going to happen. Just work your way up. Kind of push with the curves, and everything should fall into place if I did my job right. And that actually looks pretty good. The red is, wow, even closer than I thought. You're going to have a few places where it wants to lift up. Surprisingly, if you have a lighter, you can just barely touch this with the flame. I'll probably do that. I don't have it with me right now, but you just barely touch it there, and it'll shrink those wrinkles down, and they should conform to the curve and look like they were painted on. So we got one panel done. It's not a huge difference yet. Wait till we get up front. There's a panel in here. It's optional, I guess. It's not necessary. It's going to be pretty hard to see. I'll probably put it in, but you can also use your knife, to push things down around tight corners and edges. So, moving along, we've got this one. If I can tell already, this is going to be a long video. I may have to do some editing. So this just goes in here. Pretty self-explanatory. I will take my knife and kind of scoot it around if it's not quite where I want it. You just have to be careful. Sometimes you may scratch it. But not a big deal. Okay, that's in there. Okay, now the door, which is probably, it's got the most pieces, but it's not bad. Alright, I'll probably start with the bottom. No reason at all. Also, if you're not very experienced with an X-Acto knife, be careful. Extremely dangerous. Alright. This one's pretty easy. Really the main ones I wanted to go over were this right here, and then this one when we get to it. The rest, like I said, no big deal. This is for the center section of the door. I know I'm touching the adhesive every once in a while, but I just got to reposition it so I can line it up. This should fall right in here, like it belongs there. I've got it a little too high, but I'll just press it in with my finger. It'll be alright. It's hard to do this looking at the camera and looking at the figure. Alright, now for the top part of the door. There's a little cutout, there we go. And then the little pieces just stick everywhere. Okay. Just line it up with that wedge-shaped piece and the bottom of the body line. This is another one you can kind of stretch to where you want it to go. Sorry if that went off frame. And then same thing, just kind of follow it up. This is where you'll probably need a Q-tip to get under here. Big difference already. Give up. Alright, moving along. Now for the bottom of the front ground effects. The rest should go pretty quick. And I'll show pictures at the end, just to see where I put everything. I know sometimes that's pretty confusing. Last one for the side, basically. This one is another, it's got a couple of compound curves. And now on this one, I just kind of line it up right behind the front wheel. And then work my way, sorry about that, work my way towards the front. And this will follow the curve and sort of lay itself down where it needs to go. It did it again. And just press these down. That one laid on really well. I don't think you can see any wrinkles or anything. Okay, one side almost done. Now let's do the headlight, which is on the second sticker sheet. There are a lot of stickers on this set, but if you're anything like me, you think it's pretty fun to install all these, so you should enjoy it. If you hate applying stickers, this probably isn't the set for you. Just kind of line this one up. It's not too hard. Press it down. There you go, headlights. Now to finish, actually I forgot to take these off, but because I've lettered this once, but I took it off so I could make this video. There are stickers right here, and here, and here, and here. They add a little bit. I mean, there's not chrome, but grill details, and what we're going to add now is this piece right here that fills in the rest of the white. Back to our first page. And here we go. Just line it up. I mean, the contours they'll help you. Just line up with the edges and everything should be fine. That'll lay around the front, and there you go. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this thing. I'll be right back. Then we'll get to robot mode.